The Royal Rumble is filled with legends making their return to the WWE, whether they missed time because of an injury or whether they were wrestling outside of the company. Every time a wrestler makes their return, it is one for the book. So here are the 5 greatest Royal Rumble returns. What's up everybody, welcome to the Burning Hammer, and in this video I'm going to give you the 5 greatest Royal Rumble returns of all time. But before we get into that, if you want to see 5 wrestlers who can make their WWE debuts at this year's Royal Rumble, click the link in the corner. Number 5, Chris Jericho, 2013. Chris Jericho is one of the greatest WWE wrestlers of all time. He has reinvented himself numerous amounts of times over the years, but no matter what persona he takes on, he is always one of the best in the world. Jericho was feuding with Dolph Ziggler in 2012. The two faced off in a match on Monday Night Raw in August, where if Jericho lost, he would have to leave WWE. Well, Jericho lost and he departed from the company. However, he left the company to focus on his band Fozzy. In January of 2013, Chris Jericho would make his return to the company. Dolph Ziggler entered the Royal Rumble at the number 1 spot. After he entered the ring, he went on to call out whoever the second entrant was. Well, much to Ziggler's surprise, it was none other than Chris Jericho. The place absolutely erupted as Jericho made his return to the WWE. What made Chris Jericho's return so special was that there were no reports that Jericho would be returning in the Rumble at the time. Furthermore, Chris Jericho was supposed to be busy touring with his band Fozzy at the time, and he even tweeted out saying he was going to miss the event, thus leading to a Royal Rumble return that no one saw coming. Number 4, Rey Mysterio, 2018. Rey Mysterio is the greatest luchador of all time and easily one of the best WWE wrestlers ever. He was a long-time WWE wrestler up until about 2015 when he let his WWE contract run out. In an interview following his contract expiring, he stated that he simply felt burnout and wanted to spend more time with his family. After being done with WWE, Mysterio appeared in a couple of different wrestling promotions and maybe most notably the first ever AEW show, All In. Mysterio returned in the 2018 Royal Rumble at the 27th spot and was met with a massive reaction. This was big since during his last stint with the company, he received boos from the crowd. Mysterio lasted until there was 5 people left before being eliminated by Finn Balor. Mysterio remains with the company to this day. Number 3, Triple H, 2002. Before becoming head of creative in WWE, Triple H was one of the best WWE wrestlers ever. He's one of the most iconic wrestlers ever and was the influence of a generation of fans. Triple H tore his quad in a tag team match with Stone Cold Steve Austin, Chris Jericho, and Chris Benoit. Prior to getting injured, the Game was the biggest heel in the company for quite some time. But after returning from an 8-month absence on the Monday Night Raw before the Rumble, he was instantly turned into a babyface. The crowd absolutely erupted when Triple H came out wearing his iconic outfit of jeans and a leather jacket with a denim jacket over top that had the sleeves ripped off. Triple H went on to win the Royal Rumble and become WWE Champion by beating Chris Jericho at that year's WrestleMania. This is not only one of the greatest Royal Rumble returns ever, but it's truly one of the most iconic and memorable moments in the history of wrestling. Number 2, John Cena, 2008. John Cena is the greatest WWE wrestler of all time. If you don't believe that, you're probably just stuck in the past. Cena held the WWE title for 380 days before suffering a torn pectoral muscle in October of 2007. The muscle was ripped clean off the bone and he was expected to be out of action for nearly a year. There were even doubts that he would be ready for the following WrestleMania in 2008. Well, Cena returned from a torn pec in under 4 months and made his triumphant return entering the 2008 Royal Rumble as the number 30 entrant. The roof blew off of the place as time stopped when Cena walked out and did his iconic head pop-up. Cena went on to win the Royal Rumble match, however, he lost the title at WrestleMania in 2008. Cena returning from a torn pec in under 4 months just goes to show the guy is simply not human. And number 1, Edge, 2020. A generation of fans grew up absolutely despising the rated R superstar. After having multiple memorable feuds with John Cena over the years, Edge became one of the greatest heels ever. However, fans were heartbroken after he had to relinquish the World Heavyweight Championship in 2011. Edge faced off against Alberto Del Rio at WrestleMania 27. He successfully defended his World Heavyweight Championship, but it came at a cost. Edge suffered a severe neck injury during the match, and he had to not only relinquish the World Heavyweight Championship, but he was forced to retire. The sudden news struck fans to the core as one of the greatest wrestlers to ever do it had to stop wrestling. However, Edge made his wrestling return in 2020 when he entered the Royal Rumble. Although Edge didn't win the Royal Rumble, his return is one of the best ever and one of the most memorable and happy moments in the history of professional wrestling. Alright, that's going to wrap up the video. Let me know in the comments down below what Royal Rumble return was your favorite.